YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. In today's review, we're looking at the latest Underground Toys Forbidden Planet exclusive, which is the Other Doctor, or more commonly referred to as the War Doctor, from the 50th anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor. So let's begin by taking a look at the packaging. The figure comes packaged in a plastic oval window box, very similar to the Sarah Jane Adventures figures that were released a few years ago. The design features some of the watery vortex elements as seen on the Series 5 packaging, along with the cog-like shapes featured on The Moment. The back of the box features more of those cog-like images, along with an image of the War Doctor taken from the 50th anniversary poster, as well as granting us a new bio for the character. And the background for the inside of the packaging features an image of The Moment. All of the articulation is standard from the 5-inch range. Articulation at the head, which is slightly hindered by his scarf. Ball-jointed shoulders, so his arms can move out to the side and turn around. Articulation at the bicep. Articulation at the elbow, wrist articulation, articulation at the waist, a T-crotch joint, which allows the legs to move forwards and out to the sides, articulation at the knees, and articulation at the top of his boot, just beneath the knee. Detail-wise, this figure is really amazing. The likeness to John Hurt is spot on. It's a fantastic sculpt and features some excellent paint applications. Elements such as the slight split between the Doctor's beard have also been captured. The sculpt on the Doctor's spiky hair is also very impressive, featuring a dark grey base with a lighter grey wash over the top to highlight the individual hairs. My only criticism of the head sculpt comes from the production side of things, where some of the details on his face look slightly soft, but it's undeniably John Hurt. The figure's neck scarf has been cast in a burgundy colour and features grey lines which have been printed across the scarf. These are all very crisp and very neat. The effect of the Doctor's jacket is also very impressive. The sculpt captures all the small details such as the buttons and pockets, and is covered in a light brown wash which really gives it that battered leather look. The coat itself really adds to the overall character and the look of the figure. The Doctor's waistcoat is a plain green colour, with details such as the buttons and the chain highlighted with silver paint. You can also see the pockets where the chain ends up. Part of the sculpt includes the Doctor's bandolier, which he took off the body of Cass at the end of the Night of the Doctor. Other details include his belt, complete with belt buckle, and his boots, complete with shin guards. Here the detail again is very impressive, with a dark wash over the top to give it a muddy, battered look, with details such as the buttons and the buckles being highlighted with silver paint. Another nice touch is the fact that both sides are done up differently, with his right leg showing off more of his shoe and his trousers. The trousers themselves are a dark brown, which again features a light brown wash to add texture to the look. So in terms of detail, this figure is amazing. It's a spot-on likeness for John Hurt, and all of the paint applications really make this figure come alive. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of the best figures we've seen in the 5-inch range. Now the Doctor also comes with a range of different accessories. First off is the Doctor's sonic screwdriver. Now this Doctor's sonic screwdriver is basically the 4th Doctor's sonic screwdriver, minus the sonic emitter on the top, and with the addition of this little red nub on the bottom. Now contrary to what I've seen some people do, the red end is not the top, that is the bottom. The second accessory is The Moment, the device that the Doctor was going to use to destroy the Time Lords. The Moment is a hollow, rubbery plastic block, however the details on it are incredibly impressive. The brown edges of the box feature Gallifreyan text, which has been highlighted with a dark wash of paint. Each of the corners features a form of metal bracket, which has been highlighted with silver paint, and each of the sides features a different design. This is a really nice looking accessory. Unfortunately, the Doctor can't really hold it because he doesn't have the hands to grip it, and it's also a bit too big for him to just balance on his arms. But displayed with the Doctor, it does look very nice indeed. The final and somewhat bizarre accessory is the 8th Doctor's head. Now, as we know, in the Night of the Doctor, the 8th Doctor regenerates into John Hurt. However, the costume that the 8th Doctor wore isn't the costume that John Hurt's Doctor wears, and the head sculpt that we get here isn't based on the Night of the Doctor. The head that we have here seems to be based on Paul McGann's appearance from Dark Eyes, and a clear indication for this is the much shorter hair. In the Night of the Doctor, the 8th Doctor's hair was much longer. It's an odd accessory, But it's nice to see a more modern looking head sculpt for the 8th Doctor. So if we take off the John Hurt head, now you'll notice that the scarf is also removable, so you can display Hurt or the 8th Doctor with or without scarf. And then the 8th Doctor's head fits snugly in place. So this is an interesting variant based on, well, nothing at all, but like I said, it's nice to have a different head for the 8th Doctor. It's a pretty good likeness for an older Paul McGann from Dark Eyes. As we can see by comparing this new modern Dark Eyes 8th Doctor head to the TV movie version, some of the features seem to have drooped down a bit, and of course he has the shorter hair. Now the one question that everyone has been asking is, does this 8th Doctor head fit on this 8th Doctor body? And the answer is no. Unfortunately, the peg as featured on this version is much smaller than the peg featured on this 8th Doctor. As such, the hole in the neck of this 8th Doctor head is far too small to fit the larger plug of this body. I tried the TV movie version, I even tried the comic book version, and sadly the pegs are the same. So you will not be able to fit this head onto that body without a bit of customizing. So that's probably a bit annoying for anyone who is planning a Dark Eyes custom, but who knows, we now have a Dark Eyes head, perhaps we'll one day see a Dark Eyes 8th Doctor, or hopefully a Night of the Doctor 8th Doctor. Overall, this is an excellent figure, brilliant likenesses and fantastic paint applications, and lots of articulation that allows for a number of great poses. The 3 different accessories are also really good fun, which makes this figure great value at £14.99. And of course, it's great to have all of the 12 Doctors in 5-inch scale. Fingers crossed that due to the success of this figure, we might one day see a 5-inch Peter Capaldi 12th Doctor. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.